Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In our today's video, I'm gonna explore this fantastic e-commerce website, which is the Go From. So this entire project have a lot of scenario which you are looking forward to have it in your own e-commerce website. So I already built the entire structure and the video gonna be dropping by next week, and that can be 20 plus hours of video. So this video's purpose is that so you can focus on go through the entire project, because the link it will be in the description, so you can go with that entire project. And if you have some more recommendation, because I was trying to capture, remember we have a project which is called that Shopcut e-commerce website. We make that Shopcut Pro reactivity.org, and in that project you recommend a lot of things. So what I did to capture everything and focusing to build here, we have the vendor, we have the coupon setup, everything we are trying to drag in. So I will go through a proper entire description manner, and if I'm missing something, let me know in the comments. There is a 1 week of time, so if you have some recommendation, just go quickly drop the link and drop the setup in the description, so I can in the comments, so I can grab it and utilize and embed it here, because later on we're gonna build this entire projects from scratch. And still, if you're with me right now, please to subscribe the channel and like this video. So now what could be done within that project? Now this project is powered by Sanity CMS, and this is not only the Sanity, because we are managing our dataset within the Sanity features, then we are managing our authentication within the Firebase. Remember, in the Shopcut Pro, we are using the Justin, not the Justin, the Clark, which has in only 100 users feature. Then we're moving forward to Firebase to have our like much more spectrum on that. So right now we can do some more with the authentication. Of course, we have the payment for the Stripe, and that's pretty much interesting. And then also we are using the SSL e-commerce for Bangladesh, like the local regional platform, so that it can give you understanding how local platform can be aligned with that, and as well as the Sanity, because as you can see, we have a very fantastic feature and we are trying to maximize on it. Then we have our Next.js to build our front and back end, like the dashboard and others we're going to build using the Next.js within a single platform. Then we have the Tailwind CSS for beautiful design. We have that Shadchan UI to make our UI looks pretty neat and clean. Then we have the Justin for our state management. Now, what kind of things we are going to cover within this project? Now, this is fantastically built, and as you can see, this is an excellent project, not for just a responsive and for other purposes. You can do a lot of things with that. Fully responsive, fully customizable, and you can do a lot of things. First of all, I'm going to go just and giving an overview about the pages. We have our home page, we have then our shop page. In the shop page, as you can see, you can just go get all the product. You can just the filter through the products. If you're looking forward to it, will automatically work on that, perfectly done. We have the hot deal products where you can just announce that hot deals, and this is not an static data. Everything is feeding through our CMS in real time. No static data is right here. Even the banner, even the carousel, everything right there. We have a collection of data where you can just focus to go to how we want to showcase the data, how we want to make them things in a very corresponding way. Everything gonna be working perfectly. We have a compare page. Later on we're gonna come, or you can do just compare. If we have the apple, we can add the apple, and also let's say we have the banana. So let's go with the cocoa banana. We have the orange. We can just go with the orange, and we have the, did we have the grape? Yeah, we have the grapefruit juice. So now we can compare side by side what I want to take it and what I can do with that. So as you can see, this is perfectly aligned. We have the local stores. If you provide your Google credential here for the map, it will locate your particular shop, like even in certain separate country. Now I have the 6 stores in 2 different countries, so I can just visualize the store management. You can see I can go through the store. I can just go through the countries. If I want to toggle through, there is a more filterable data structure right there. Then we have our blog. Now, yeah, e-commerce website you may not want to have the blog, but this blog is pretty structurable about your products and how the products can be done and what kind of scenario you're gonna have it, right? Then we have our contract segment, and by the way, at the bottom of it, as you can see, there's a lot of places is right there, everything working perfectly fine. So right now also there is another proportion which I missed out. Let's say I want to go for the single product, right? Let's say I'm going to go within that product. Let's click on that. This is the single product coming here. We have the details here, and now we have the weight. This is not just an accountable products. You can wait, you can go through the weight, you can go through the sizes, everything covered right here. And after that, you can add to cart, the description, additional information. You can also make a customer reviews. Everything is working perfectly fine. So now this admin, which is just happened to be providing in a very good way. So now this entire structure working perfectly aligned. There is no doubt. You see, this has a review, right? If you go try to watch the review, what kind of review we have? Okay, as you can see, okay, why this data was showing? There's supposed to be a review here. I got the issue because I removed the user before because there is so many data we change, but we're gonna make a real-time review so you can see how those things can work. Now, okay, then after that, now this is the segment over here in the home page. We have our logo, we have our search bar, we can see the manual products here. Then we can search any products right here if we want to get it, and we can add to cart from there. Also, we have our cart button, wish list button, a sign in, sign up. Then we have our tab, we have the banner here, and this featured products, this is a carousel here. Every single time we have the segment here, vegetables have 10 products. Now prepared cakes and dishes have 10 products, and if you click in the view more particularly, it will see right now we have the products / prepared cakes and others. We have a page for that, and I was just trying to show you that how we have the 404 page according to the design and build with the structure, so it can give you a proper boost of what we are trying to build. Now, of course, I'm going to fix that where we are just pushing deploying in it, or whenever you are watching it, maybe in your real time, it will get a pretty much good key on that. Then we have our this segment. We can really get the entire product here, and we can also check how we want to view it. We can make it a filterable data here. We can filter with all the data. It's all working, and you're gonna see once you are trying to exercise on the data. After that, we have and the coupon sections, available coupons and discounts, and still this also not static. If you go in the coupons and discount, now you will see that our tree setup of coupon, we can activate it, we can deactivate it. And if you don't like, this is a public coupon, like we are focusing to show everybody, right? It's public, is show publicly is on. If we make it private, nobody gonna see it, it will just be within us. So the coupon is $50 for above $1,000 payment, 50% off, 10% off. So this coupon can work. We have our grow farm for the vendor. Become a vendor. You can become a vendor. You can go and learn more about the vendor, what the vendor can get, how the vendor can work. Now the concept is that a person can apply for the vendor. They can, if the application is approved, they can now register a vendor. Then the vendor can upload the product, can sell the product, and can get the cut from the product itself. So all the details and others is provided here. We put entire structures because so many times people recommended to have the vendor structure. So in this build, we're going to bring that. Now we have the categories, so you can just go through the entire categories and then you can see your products data and others. We have also for that why shopping with us signature, we have the shop by brand section, why choose us, latest blog and others. So now, as you can see, and other things about us, all other pages is right there. If any pages are missing around, if you think we may need to have it, let me know in the comments. We're gonna track it here. So this entire video purposes is just to get your recommendation. Of course, we're gonna bring the project even because I was busy to entirely. If you did this entire project at once, you can create multiple projects without any instances, any hesitation. So this project gonna capture each and every single scenario. So right now we're gonna go to create a sign in. As you can see, we already created so many users. So I'll sign in with one of it, and we can use that email password. We can go with the OAuth, or you can go particularly with the GitHub. So let's click on it, and we're gonna try to log in within that account. Let's say I'm gonna just go with my account here. Now, after login, it will bring us back to my home page. Now, this account, which I'm logging in right now, this is having an admin. We had an admin access for that particular account, and we can manage that account over here. in that our studio, and also we can manage our .env, which we can pass an array. And you can see the shop cart, shopping cart, order history, everything gonna tracking it in real time. So now this user is an by default as an is admin, so you can see the ads admin over here. So now with this shopping cart, you can see if I add any product right here, I will add two product I added, right? So these two product gonna reflect over here because this gonna synchronize in live. So if any devices now you're gonna log in within that account, that's gonna be reflect. And you see there is no header. If you go try to go forward, you can see the header is coming up. So this is the combination here to tracking, and also you can click and go at the top. So that can be really a magnificent whenever you are building such a quite and very good structure. Now I'll go with add some more products here. Let's see, and like that. So right now, to become a vendor, what we can do, you can click on the learn more. You can see what kind of things you can go, sales analytics or others, additional benefit and others. And then if you click apply to become a vendor, it will take back to our vendor registration here. So now in the vendor registration, you need to provide the business name, select type. Let's say I'm going to provide a business name here. So let's say it will be a free store, and the business type is going to be individual, and let's say test store. And here I'm going to provide an address. Let's say street. Street gonna be, let's say 209, and house 444. So, and also contact information, put some dummy number here. Of course, there is validation here. I'm gonna just putting the value, and we are selling that vegetables, and also the range is 0 to, or I can go with 1 to 5,000. Submit application. After submitting application here, what you can see every time you are coming here, as you can see, you can go to dashboard here, and then you can see your structure. You see the pending on review. So that application, even I'm admin, I'm applying here within one account. We can go by so far, and we can, it is structurable whenever we are looking forward to. Now, if as I'm a vendor admin, I can also visit the vendor management. And as you can see, the pending and others is, we doesn't have a pending list. So it's not coming here because the vendor have a separate dashboard, which can be managed only from the admin. And admin can access the entire structure of the admin, like the vendor and others. Now here is the tab which is called the vendor request. So all the vendor parameter, the vendor request gonna be implemented right here. So if we go here, you can see there is a pending over here. Either I can reject or I can directly approve here. And after approval, that account gonna be a vendor, and that signature can be over there. If I go and reload here, I think it will fabricate once we are logged in. Yeah, I need to log in, otherwise it will not go and approve on that. Okay, yeah, it was loaded here. It will come here because it's gonna calculate the data here. And as you can see over here, it's gonna check very much is vendor is applied. You see the applied here is approved at done. So now this is vendor. So now you can see we have the vendor dashboard here, and from there we can now add products. We can do a lot of other things, and you can see in the products we can directly add the products right here. At products, we have the entire segment. The way we are uploading products from the Sanity, we can now upload the similar concept and similar concern over here, and automatically after passing that, you can see it will just go passing by in the vendor products over here. It's gonna align here, and if we approve, it automatically gonna go featured in our product structure. And of course, if you have something and that products can be go with the orders, can go with the analytics, can settings with the product, we can minimize, maximize a lot of other things. So all the things is covered right here. Now let's go back to our cart. Let's see what kind of things we can do from the cart. In the cart, we have a multiple concept here. As you can see, we have the quantities here, because the quantity is going to coming from the base quantity. If you see in the radish is that half kilo is a 4.95 is 5.55. 1 kilo price is getting, the base price is half kilo. So the concept is that whatever the base concept parameter I was adding from here, if you go in that, we'll go in the radish here. Now in the radish, you can see we have the parameter over here. Where is that? We'll find a way. Okay, so use all available weights. So that's the weight parameter we are using, and also See, the base weight is the kilogram which we are handling through. If you go with our weight parameter here, you can see all the structure is coming from the API, not static, not in any other parameter. So 1 kilo price is 9.9, and if you go in half, you can see that's the price ratio. So we are going through every structure to focus on a particular manner. Now, after that, we can apply the coupon. Now, one of the coupon is that, which is, let's say, Winter 101, which having the 15% discount. If we apply the coupon, so it will validate, and then it's going to provide the maximize. You can see the payable amount, everything calculating here. We have the subtotal item, shipping cost, tax is available. Then we're going to put that total amount is right there, product discount, coupon discount, total discount included, and then this is a very good variation. And other parameter, I will not focusing on clear cut and other function because this is working perfectly as it was. So now we can go with the proceed to checkout, and as we do that, you see the verifying the order details, processing payment and order, and it will send an email just to focus that this order has submitted, and that could go by the actual processing. And as you can see, after that we have the complete your order. We have this account segment here, so that we can also happen to be regional segment searching. You can see there's 87.35. No worries about that, we're gonna fix that. It's just a miscalculation here, so we can go with a pay of 78.25. This is still under process. Now we can go with the payment cash on delivery. We can go also with that payment with the card. By the way, if you go with that, if the link is available, that means everything gonna fixed up, all are working perfectly. So you can work on that. You can purchase it if you're looking forward to, but we're gonna build the entire structure from the scratch in that channel, and very soon it's gonna be coming up. Please to like the video, share it, and you're gonna get it everything. And you know how I work, especially in the shopcode and others. I'll have to provide you the code, but this time I'm gonna go grab you to do everything from this scratch. And of course, at the end of the video, you're gonna get the code, because that's what I like for you. Study it, learn it. That would be make a lot of difference. Now, if we go in the payment section, you see you can choose a method. We have this Stripe, we have the local. So it depends whatever I'm looking forward to. Now for this Stripe, I need to open the webhook, but for this one is already webhook is uploaded here. So this is the local payment for the SSL e-commerce in Bangladesh. Now the scenario is that whatever payment mechanism you are looking forward to, let me know in the comments. And after payment, it's just coming here in the success screen, means our payment is done, and through the payment method, order number, amount paid, and the order confirmed, preparing shipment, delivered, and see the pending structure. So now we can go the track to the orders, and this account having multiple orders before. This is our order is pretty much similar of the Shortcut Pro, but the calculation and others is getting different. So now if we go to view the orders, you can see we can view it in proper way. Our order place, payment receipt. Now you can need to the address confirm, order confirmation, order tracking, and others. A lot of things gonna work side by side. And also you can see in the dashboard, we can view our entire order structure, like the amount paid or order place and the order. And also we have the profile to upload and do all the scenario or the actionable data. You can see once we're trying to add it, some things which is the Firebase account read only, we cannot add it. The first name, last name, which handling by the Firebase, but which handling from the particular scenario of the Sanity, we can update it, right? If I want to change my birth date here, I can go with that. Let's say I'm gonna go with as a Zenzi. So let's say 20. Okay, that would be fine. So save changes. So January 14, 2004, and it will automatically update my year. You can see it's updated. So this is how you can add it. You have the notification bar, every time you order receive, place, every time there is a notification is coming to you, you can make Marcus read, it will click back on that, and you can see that. We have the wish list right now, not added anything here, and wish list going to be particularly in a different engagement here. We have the settings for the account preferences. All the preference going to be coming up, holding here, like to show you can like enable notifications, push notifications, the security and privacy. You can subscribe to newsletter. If you click, it will automatically go and scratch to subscribe it. You can go sign out from here. Now let's try to go with the admin panel. Right, so we can go in the admin panel. The admin panel gonna hold everything here. And this is the dashboard for the only for the admin. And by the way, those dashboard also fully responsive. It's not like that it's working only similarities. It's fully responsive and aligned with that. Now we have the revenue structure, orders, total users, and others. We have the analytics for the actual product and others. We have the total users guideline, how, and those data can be mismatched because I was manipulating a lot of things, deleting the accounts, deleting the orders. So some are here, some removed, but whenever you're gonna start, it's gonna be having a fresh build. Now in the users, let's say this we can make an account. We can assign in the call center. We can assign for the role here because we can make our employee, and then we can assign the role. You can see this is now a call center user. We can go and make a role of the packer who can pack our orders. We can just simply assign on that. If you are watching the previously of the Shopcart Pro, you will be familiar about those segment. You can also have a delivery man who can deliver our order. Let's say we can assign to as the delivery man. So now this man can go and particularly order that segment. And also we can have our warehouse who can handling all the structure. We can assign them to a warehouse, and everything have a particular accent on that particular manner. And one more thing, we also need to have an accounts. Let's just assign the accounts. Now we will roll back to see what kind of things can do by those users. Now we have the vendor. You can see the vendor. We have the product segment here. Now this product is just to have a view mode only because we don't want to, don't want to make that edit from here. You can directly edit from the Sanity dashboard. So don't need to make any hashpodge. We can see the orders. Now we'll go with a review processor. How the review can work, right? So if we go for particular review, I'm going to go here and then let's say this onion. Okay, I'll put a review on that onion, and a single user can review one product at once. So let's go. I'm going to give a 5-star. Fish from this product is really amazing. Let's submit the review. So now after submitting the review, it will go to analyze by, you can see, thank you for your review, and it will be published soon. And this is sometimes it's gonna fall back for the network error, but it's gonna work perfectly. So now if we go with our admin panel, we can see one reviews to be appending over here. If everything working perfectly, that review gonna be coming up. You can see that's the pending review, and I'm going to approve it. So after approval, that review must be work. It can be projectorized over there. So let's go back to the home page. We'll see that product review. Let's just go our friend onion. You can see one review here. That's the mismatch because I deleted the user, but the review is aligned. I will remove it. Okay, we can do that was the cabbage, because once we delete the user, the review was there. We forget to delete the review. So ratings management here, let's see. Okay, average rating, one review. So we can okay, let's say we can make it, yeah. Later on I'm going to change that because we need to update that one, otherwise this can make some changes here. So later on we can just change it, because once the user is removed, that should be removed also. Right now it will work, but that's that time I forget to remove that. So there is two more things I need to calculate on here. No reviews yet, but there is reviews. It will come later on, no worries about it. But here you can see the customer reviews. Based on one review, we can get the title, we can get the description, and also if I click on that, I can also like that one, which can make us helpful. So this, you can see, is everything working in some more alignment, and now I cannot review anymore. I can only review add-ons for that product. That's how it gonna work. So this is kind of pretty good structure, and this is the menu here by which you can directly go and flexibly done to make the things to in proper way. I'm gonna go the sign out. Now this time I'm gonna go with one of the call center, like one of my employee here who can access on that, who can validate the call and do other parameter. Now this call center has an employee, so he has an employee dashboard. Now in the employee dashboard, they can access all the orders. You can see these orders all are pending. So this is the last order. Let's say this is the 6th item for 108, all other parameter. If we go and view it, I can confirm the address for the delivery address mechanism, before confirming the order. And after delivery, I can confirm the order. So now this processing gonna be till done, till the order is payment, till the confirmation is done, all the calculation and others, everything is right here. That is how we build. All things gonna work perfectly, and all things gonna make its own segment. Now your job is to confirm, is it okay, or we should bring some more changes. This is your concern. You need to maximize those things. You need to let me know that if you are looking forward, or if you're looking to have something more on that. So in that way, I can go and make that things to be for you. And you have a 1 week of time. Let me know, because today is 30. So the first week of December, we're going to start building that project, and we'll make it in one set. And this is your own segment, whatever you're looking forward to have, particularly in more within the project. I was trying to cover whatever the recommendation you people are providing. I was trying to capture it, and I was capturing almost everything. But still, there should be some mismatch. There could have I'm missing something. So let me know in the comments and watch it. And if you're having some recommendation, let me know in the comments, and I will try to embed it. I'm trying to import everything and make it work. So all the best. Go through that project. Let me know your concern and others. I will watch that comments pretty much in a very good, in depth, and with a very good heart. I want to get a lot of recommendation from you, which I'm gonna tuning up here, and we're gonna make it one of the best project by so far. So all the best. I'm gonna see you in the next video.